Mark, can you explain why this is happening?
Huh? What's wrong?
Don't play dumb. I thought we were on our honeymoon today.
Yes, we are. What's the matter?
Why are we sitting separately on our honeymoon? And why is your mother sitting next to you?
What the hell? Are you mad at me for that?
Because this is so strange. Bringing your own mother on our honeymoon?
I didn't have a choice. When I told Mom that I'd be gone for 5 days on our honeymoon, Mom said, "I'm going to miss you, so I want to come with you."
You know, we don't live with your mother, so I don't think it's a big deal to be away from home for 5 days.
You know what? Mom just lost Dad last year. She's still depressed. I'm just trying to cheer her up. I wanted to take her on a trip to cheer her up.
Well, I'm your wife, and you leave me alone on the train? I can't understand why you and your mother sit next to each other.
It couldn't be helped. I wanted to reserve 3 seats side by side, but it was only yesterday that Mom said she wanted to travel with us. I hurried to get a new seat and ended up reserving 1 seat that's far away from the others.
Then shouldn't your mother sit in the far seat? Because she wasn't supposed to come with us in the first place.
You're so cold. You want me to let my old parent sit all by herself? Think about it. What if Mom suddenly gets sick while we are not looking? Can you be responsible for that?
You're overreacting. She's the kind of mother who would force her way into her son's honeymoon. She won't get sick so easily.
She may look healthy, but she's old enough that anything can happen at any time. I mean, it's fine if Mom is with us, right? The more the merrier.
You know, if you say it's better to have more people, I wanted to bring my parents too.
Your parents are not allowed.
Why not?
Because you're now my wife. Your only parent now is my mom. Your parents are strangers.
Just because I got married doesn't mean I'm cut off from my own parents. This is the 21st century, you know?
I thought you would be happier if Mom was with us.
How can I be happy?
Do you hate my mom?
That's not what I meant. I just wanted to enjoy this trip with you, just the 2 of us.
Whatever the case, she's already here with us, so don't complain now. We can get on another trip with just the 2 of us.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Hi, Judy. You don't seem to like the fact that I'm here.
What? Oh no. Did you see my text with Mark?
We're sitting next to each other. I've seen everything. It seems you're an unfit wife. You don't understand how much Mark loves his mother, and all you do is complain.
You're texting me just to tell me that?
No, here's the thing.
What is it?
There's only 1 bedroom, so you'll have to sleep outside.
Huh?
The room Mark reserved is a twin room. It can only accommodate 2 people.
I know that. Didn't Mark reserve a room for you?
He tried to help me out with online reservations earlier, but the hotel was fully booked. Well, if you ask the hotel, they might be able to provide you with a cot. But I don't want to sleep in the same room as you. It's a holiday, so I'm sure all the other hotels are full. Mark says there is a big park near the hotel. Why don't you sleep on a bench in that park, Judy?
You want me to camp out?
You seem strong, so I'm sure you don't mind sleeping outside for a night, right? Mark said that's what he wants too.
Sure, with pleasure.
What?
I don't want to sleep in the same room as you and your son either. Even if it's in a different room, just the thought of being in the same building makes me sick. It's much better to sleep outside than alone.
Oh, well, I thought you'd beg me to stay in our room. You responded more casually than I expected. Well, Take care so you don't catch a cold. I'm going to enjoy my time with my son. Judy, you heard from Mom, right? I was kidding about sleeping in a park. But for tonight, can you find a hotel and stay there by yourself? Even if there are no hotels available, I'm sure you can find some motels.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll be going our separate ways for the rest of the trip.
What? Why's that?
Because you didn't want to spend time with me from the beginning, did you? Separate train seats and separate hotels. Isn't it obvious?
Well, we'll be separated for most of the day today, but we can meet up again tomorrow morning in the hotel lobby, right? Then, the three of us can go sightseeing.
That's enough.
What?
You don't get it? I'm seriously going crazy talking with you.
Huh?
Anyway, let's go our separate ways. I'll make my own separate arrangements for the train home.
What are you talking about? We're on our honeymoon. It's pointless if the couple acts separately.
That's my line. I'm sure your mother is reading this text, right? Bye.
What? Hey! Judy, where are you now? We're getting off the train soon, so I was about to call for you, but there was no one in the seat you were sitting in. Pick up. Do you know how many times I've called you? Don't tell me you got off the train. Are you sulking because I brought Mom with us? Or maybe, are you mad at me for telling you to sleep outside? You know, just because things are not going as you like, why do you need to ignore your husband's calls? Mom is at a loss for words too, you know? Fine. Do as you please.
Hey, Mark. You went away after dinner. Where are you now?
Oh, Mom, just in time. Since you're here, why don't you go to the beauty salon?
The beauty salon?
This hotel has a beauty salon. It's by appointment only, but I checked just in case, and they said they had a cancellation. Mom, you've always been interested in beauty treatments, so I signed you up.
Oh, thank you.
While you're getting your treatment at the beauty salon, I'm going to go for a walk outside.
Oh, you're such a good son.
I want you to stay beautiful, Mom.
Thank you, Mark. Well, I'm going to go get ready now.
Have a good time. Judy, sorry to keep you waiting.
Mark, did you manage to get out?
Yep, I'm taking a cab to your hotel now.
Great. You left the hotel alone. Did your mother be suspicious of you?
Nah, it was a piece of cake. She's probably fascinated by the treatment at the beauty salon right now.
Oh, the one that you booked in advance but pretended that you haven't, right?
Yep, that's the one. Mom was happy. She said, "You're such a good son." Well, this is the last time I'm acting like a good son.
I see.
Oh, by the way, how's my brother doing?
Oh, I heard from him a little while ago. He said he met up with his girlfriend as planned, and they arrived at their new apartment.
Oh, he made it out.
Yep, he said they're having a wine toast right now.
That's good to hear.
They both changed their cell phone numbers. I'll let you know when you get here.
Roger that. Judy, thanks for all your help.
Yeah, I'm glad your brother made it out safely.
Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired of playing the role of the motherfucker husband who doesn't understand his wife.
I know, right? You're the complete opposite.
I was sick of calling you on the phone dozens of times. I'll never do it again.
Me neither. I tried my best to send texts that sounded like, I'm a wife who's fed up with her husband, who puts his mother first. It's tiring to force myself to act like that. We don't usually talk like that.
Ha ha ha. It was inevitable that my mom would see our text conversation on the train. But thanks to our convincing performance, Mom is completely caught off guard.
I'll be waiting for you in the hotel lobby.
Okay.
Have a safe trip.
Hey, Mark. What the hell is going on? I returned to the hotel room after the beauty treatment. You haven't come back yet. And your luggage is missing. You didn't leave without me, did you? Oh, you noticed sooner than I expected. Well, it's within my expectations. What do you mean? Where are you? I'm at the hotel where Judy is staying. Huh? I thought Judy was sleeping outside tonight. Do you think I would let my precious wife sleep out in the open? Well, why are you with Judy? I thought you were staying here with me. No. We originally planned this trip as a honeymoon for just the two of us. You said you wanted to come too at the last minute. What kind of parents would come along on their son's honeymoon? You said you were lonely since Dad passed away. But what you really wanted to do was to bully Judy, wasn't it? That's so rude to say that. I had to make that cocky daughter-in-law understand her position. That's why I decided to come along. You agreed that I come, didn't you? And now you're leaving me all alone? Oh, don't worry. I already paid for your accommodation in advance when I made the reservation online. But if there are any additional charges during your stay, you'll have to pay for them yourself. It's not about the money. Well then, I guess it's time to tell you our real purpose. Your real purpose? There are several, but the main one is to protect Judy from you. What's that? It's as if I'm harming Judy. You may not be physically harming her, but your bullying towards Judy is too much. It's not bullying. It's education for a daughter-in-law. I'm just trying to correct her brash personality. What do you mean by brash? I don't think Judy has anything to correct. Judy is full of flaws. She's a wife, but she works and makes more money than you. And she doesn't listen to me. Above all, she doesn't give birth to grandchildren. I'm so disappointed that I got such a lousy daughter-in-law. You're just imposing your ideals to Judy. What? Getting married doesn't mean she has to quit her job. The reason Judy has a high income is because she puts in the effort. You say Judy doesn't listen to you, but she should refuse your unreasonable orders in the first place. You've been telling her that she should quit her job, or at least change to a job that pays less than me, or to have a baby and give birth to a boy. I'm just telling her what she should do as your wife. It's up to her to decide what kind of work she wants to do, and whether to have a child is for the couple to decide. It's not your place to tell her what to do. I'm saying all this for your own good. It's none of your business. Well? Judy and I are going back to our new house. What? New house? We used to live near your house, but we've decided to move far away. Wait a minute. How far away? I won't tell you. Why not? It means I'm cutting ties with you. Cutting ties? Oh, And you can't contact Judy's parents either. They moved into our new house a week ago, and their phone numbers have changed as well.
What? Judy is married to you and now a member of my family. I won't allow you to live with her parents.
I don't need your permission. Judy and I are cutting ties with you.
Wait.
We'll be changing our cell phone numbers when we get back from this trip, so expect to lose contact with us tomorrow.
Mark!
Of course, I'll stop sending you money too.
What?
I used to send you $1,000 every month, but we're strangers now, so there's no need.
No, please don't do that.
Bye then.
Mark!
Judy, what's this all about?
What's wrong?
When I came back from my trip, my eldest son Tony was gone. All his stuff was gone too. Hey, what's going on? Judy, do you know anything? I tried to contact Mark, but I can't get a hold of him.
Tony moved out.
Moved out? Where did he move to?
I can't tell you where.
What?
I can tell you why he's gone, though.
Just tell me whatever you know.
Tony has been in a lot of pain.
Huh?
I heard that you doted on your eldest son, Tony, for a long time. And now that his younger brother, Mark, got married and moved out of the house, you interfered with Tony even more. When Tony tried to leave your house and live on his own, you desperately held on to him by saying that he should not abandon his mother. If he showed any signs of looking for a place to live, you would cry so loudly that even the neighbors could hear. That's why Tony gave up on moving out of your house for a while.
He is a kind and gentle boy who loves his parent. There's no way he would leave me alone. So there's absolutely no way he's moving out. He's just going on a business trip or something, and I'm sure he'll come back soon.
He won't come back.
Huh?
He has a fiancé. Right now, he's in a new house with his fiancé.
What? I haven't heard anything about a fiancé.
I think he didn't want to tell you, to protect her.
What's that?
If you find out that Tony's getting married, you will naturally demand the couple to live with you. If that happens, it's easy to imagine that Tony's wife will be bullied just like me, or even worse. And this leads to the trip. Mark and I made sure that you will find out about our honeymoon trip. We knew that if you find out, you would probably try to intrude.
You mean?
We planned to use this trip to lure you out of the house and let Tony escape while you're away. So, we had reserved a train seat for two and a seat apart online from the beginning. We pretended to buy a new seat for you on that day. But the truth was, everything was already prepared. Same thing with the hotel reservations. We had planned to stay separately from you and had reserved another hotel from the beginning.
That's terrible! You tricked me!
Thank you for falling for our operation so smoothly and amusingly.
Hey!
I'm sorry, I have to go now.
Huh? Wait a minute, I'm not finished!
Actually, I'm at the phone store with Mark right now. It looks like Mark's new phone contract is done, so I'm next.
Wait, does that mean I won't be able to contact you guys anymore?
Take care.
No, don't change your number yet.
Goodbye. I have not been in contact with my mother-in-law at all since I bought a new phone. So I have no way of knowing what happened to her after that, other than from the gossip I hear from relatives. Apparently, she was not eligible for a pension, so she had been living on Tony's earnings and Mark's financial support. However, when her sons abandoned her, she lost all sources of income, so she reluctantly decided to start working. However, due to her personality issues, she has been causing trouble in relationships, no matter where she works, so her work does not last long. She probably leads a poor life. According to relatives, she is becoming worn out day by day, and her clothes are becoming shabby as well. As for me, I live happily every day with my husband Mark and my parents. Also, Tony got married to his fiancée. Although my mother-in-law and I have completely broken off our relationship, I would like to continue to get along well with Tony and his wife. Mom, I'm thinking of going home soon. Are you and Dad available this weekend?
Hi, Janet. Are you coming home? What's going on?
There's someone I want to introduce you to.
Someone you want to introduce us to?
Yeah. Can I bring my fiancé?
Janet, you're going to get married.
Is it really that surprising?
Your sister's still single. I was afraid that if you brought your fiancé, she might get hurt.
No, I don't think she'll worry about that. She is still in her early 20s. I'm 7 years older than her.
Well, that's true.
Well, can we visit then?
Yes, I'm sure your father will be happy to see you.
When is it good? How about this Saturday?
Okay, I'll be waiting.
I'll let Bob know.
I'm looking forward to it. Janet, can I talk to you for a minute? I have something to tell you.
Hi, Mom. What's up?
That man who you brought home the other day, are you really going to marry him?
Huh? Yes, I told you so. I brought him as my fiancé.
Yes, I know that, but hasn't he changed his mind and canceled the engagement or anything like that?
Huh? Why do you say things like that? What happens if it comes true? I was a little relieved because you were more friendly than I expected. I mean, he's not such a heartless person.
I know. Your father and I both had the impression that he seemed sincere. I wouldn't say bad things about someone I had a good impression of.
I hope that's the case. Then why did you make it sound like you expect us to break up?
Yeah, that's the thing. Janet, you should give Bob to your sister.
Huh?
Didn't you hear me? I think she's a better match for him.
Huh?
So break off the engagement right now.
What? I don't understand.
At the family meeting, it was decided that he will marry your sister. He is her fiancé from today.
What are you talking about? I'm not part of this family meeting, am I? He is my fiancé. Why should I give him to Emily?
Your little sister can marry him. You should root for them.
There's no way he would agree.
Oh, no. Every guy wants to marry Emily because she is rumored to be the most beautiful girl in this area. There's nothing you can do about it.
No, I don't get it.
No matter what you try to do, their engagement is set. I will inform him of my intention to break off your engagement, so don't get in the way of them who love each other. Don't see him again.
What's that? He will never agree to such a selfish thing. He has his own will.
Of course any man would want to marry Emily. You stupid girl. Break up with him right now. Your fiancé is going to marry your sister, is that clear?
Huh. Have you heard from my mother? I just got a message from my mother. She asked me to break off the engagement.
Seriously?
Is my family causing you any trouble?
Janet, actually, I was just about to call you.
So you're saying they're bothering you?
Yes, I just got a very annoying message from your mother. She wants your sister and me to move in together.
Oh my God. I'm really sorry, Bob.
It's not your fault, but this is a bit...
Oh yeah. When you said hello to them, she pressed you to exchange contacts with you. I'm sorry. I should have stopped it at all costs.
You don't have to apologize.
But...
I told you it wasn't your fault. Besides, I exchanged contacts with your mother because I thought it was important to check on her.
To check on her? What do you mean?
Well, when I went to your parents' house to say hello, your mother said to me, "I'm going to make you the fiancé of Janet's sister because she is prettier than Janet. I'll make sure Janet breaks off the engagement." I wasn't sure if I should tell you that or not, but then she started texting me and here we are.
So that's what happened.
At first, I thought she was joking about making me your sister's fiancé. No, it's even more intense than I heard. I couldn't imagine switching fiancés without my consent, which is the most important thing.
I'm sorry. My family got you into trouble.
I told you not to apologize. It's easy for me to tell her no, but from the looks of it, I don't think she's going to be easily convinced.
That's for sure. She would do anything to make my sister's wish come true.
Seriously? That's a little scary.
Maybe we should evacuate for starters.
Evacuation?
Just in case they find out where you live and come barging in. They know where I live, so...
Well, I'll ask if I can stay at my cousin's place.
Oh, is that the one who is a college student living alone in the next town over?
Yes, that's right. I'm a freelancer, so I don't have to worry about someone raiding my place of employment. And my cousin's house isn't an easy place to find out.
That's true.
I'll get in touch with my cousin right away. Oh yeah, the apartment is up for renewal, so I might as well take the plunge and move out.
I'm going to put you through a lot of trouble, but are you okay with that?
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll call you when I get settled.
Okay, take care.
Janet, you're a surprisingly good girl.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't be shy.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
It seems you broke off the engagement properly. I'll give you a compliment this time. Finally, you've become a big sister who can think about your little sister's happiness.
What? What are you talking about? I didn't break off the engagement.
Huh? Oh no, you're still talking like that. Don't tell me you're doing something behind my back. What are you up to? If you take away Emily's happiness, I won't forgive you.
No, what are you really talking about? To begin with, they have never met in person, have they? When I took him to your house the other day, she wasn't there.
No, not that day. But they did meet after that, so there's no problem.
After that? What do you mean? Tell me more.
Your father tracked down where he lives on the day he came to say hello.
What?
He sent Emily there and they met.
Oh my God! Dad followed him? That's disgusting.
I asked him his address, but he wouldn't tell me. He's going out with Emily. So as a parent, I should know where he lives.
What's that? That's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh boy, I'm glad I contacted you just in case. No matter what you say, they started dating and started living together 2 days ago.
Living together? You're kidding.
It's true. It seems they're already intimate, so you should back off.
Is that so?
Yes, so give up.
Okay, then I'll stop supporting you financially.
What? What are you talking about?
Huh? You have forgotten, have you? 6 years ago, Dad's company went bankrupt. He asked me to send him $3,000 a month.
What? You are still doing that?
Yes. You guys asked me to help with Emily's education.
Did we?
I kept sending $3,000 a month, thinking about her future. You didn't ask me to stop it, so... To be honest, I thought $3,000 a month was too much. But at that time, she was attending private school and cram school. It was an amount that I could barely afford with my savings, so I agreed. But it's different now, isn't it? I have my own life, and she's getting married and moving out, right? From now on, it's just the two of you living at home, and Dad's income will be enough to support you, right? If it's not enough, you can work. In other words, I don't have to send money home anymore, right?
Wait a minute. Then I'm going to take her back now.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't have to break off your engagement with Bob, so please keep sending money.
What?
Okay, I'll contact her. Definitely keep sending money.
Bob, that was a close call.
What's going on?
I just got a text from my mom. She just told me a crazy truth. We were right about evacuating and moving.
What do you mean by the crazy truth?
After you went to my parents' house to say hello, we went to your apartment, right? It seems my father was following us, and he found out your address.
What? Following me? Seriously, why would he do that?
It's really creeping me out. I didn't notice at the time. Looking back on it, he was acting weird.
How are we followed?
Ever since we left my parents' house, a cab has been following us at a steady distance. At first I thought it was a coincidence, but it kept following us even when we made a few turns along the way.
Scary. Sounds like something out of a drama or a movie. Anyway, why did your father even...
I heard it's to bring you and my sister together.
Huh?
According to my mom, she sent Emily to your apartment after a while.
What?
What's more, my mother said she started living with you. That's not true, right?
I didn't. There's no way we're living together.
I know, but where is she now?
Maybe we should try contacting her first.
I guess so. Hey.
What's up?
She called.
Oh, good timing.
It's so rare for her to call me. When I call her, she always doesn't answer.
I see. Maybe you can get some information from her. Why don't you call her back?
Yeah, I will.
Let me know as soon as you get something.
Okay.
Hey, Janet. You're awake, aren't you? Please pick up the phone.
Mom? What's wrong? It's so early in the morning.
Hey, do you know where she is?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, Bob wasn't in that apartment either. They were supposed to start living together in that apartment. No way. They eloped?
You're half right.
What?
She isn't with Bob, though.
What? What do you mean?
She told me. Mom, you knew she had a boyfriend, right?
Huh?
This boyfriend is a part-timer, so you assumed he wasn't good for her. You were planning to break up their relationship.
Well, I feel sorry for her marrying a guy who doesn't have a regular job.
Is that why you tried to get her and Bob together?
I heard that he's a part-time construction worker. Bob is much better than the boyfriend who doesn't get paid well.
You know what? I know the company he works for. It's known for paying employees relatively good salary in the industry.
What?
The president is a very personable guy. Although he is militaristic, he utilizes the carrot and stick method well, and he has built a trusting relationship with his employees. It seems to be a good company with good benefits for part-time workers. You were against him dating her without doing some research, weren't you?
I didn't think such a construction company existed.
You would have known if you had listened to them. Well, it's a little late for that.
Why late?
Actually, she took advantage of you telling her to go to Bob's. She escaped from your house where she had been controlled for a long time and ran away to her boyfriend's place.
Did she?
I think she even registered the marriage.
How did you know about that?
You know what? I got a call from her the other day, and we talked a lot after a long time. There was a time when I envied her who was doted upon by you guys. But I thought, that's also not fun.
What do you mean?
Ever since she was little, she gets everything she wants and gets away with anything. You guys really treated her special, didn't you? When I wanted something, you never got me. If she asked for something, she always got it. Whether it was school or cram school, you were willing to pay for her. But I didn't have that much support. I had to work part-time to pay for school myself.
That's just the way it is. Unlike you, she was a good girl.
She didn't want to let you guys down. So she acted the goody-goody.
What?
She always held back and continued to live up to your expectations. I had always thought of her as a good girl, but now I know for the first time how she feels.
That didn't mean she had to run away from home.
Actually, she had always wanted to leave home.
You're kidding, right?
She held back for so long because she knew her mom and dad would be worried. But when she got a boyfriend, she finally decided to go her own way.
We took such good care of her. She abandoned us.
Mom, stop clinging to her. If you love her, you should support her becoming independent.
By the way, Janet, $3,000 a month?
What? Weren't we talking about her?
I'm giving up on her. I'm just worried about our life. You know your dad's salary hasn't been going up very much. We don't have enough money to live on.
If it's just the two of you, you can live on Dad's income, right?
I mean, don't you work? What?
Why are you surprised? Now is the time for you and Dad to help each other.
Well,
she and I both found wonderful spouses. Don't get in our way anymore, okay?
Wait a minute. How are we going to make a living? We can't continue to live on your father's salary.
I told you before, you just have to work.
That's impossible. I've been a stay-at-home mom for years. I can't work now.
Why don't you save money?
What?
Lessons, vacations, dinners with friends. I'm sure there are many things you can cut back on.
No! That's what I live for.
Then do as you please. Well, goodbye.
Wait, Janet!
Janet, help me! Your father wants a divorce. Oh, why?
He said he was fed up with me not working.
Oh, that's what he's been saying for a while.
Yes, but I didn't expect this.
I think he's put up with it for a long time.
But isn't it awful that he's divorcing me? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and your dad was able to work without worry.
But you were fooling around with his salary. You should at least earn your own money to fool around with.
But I thought my role was to stay home and make sure everything is okay.
It's important to do that, but you were always putting the burden on him. Oh, if your father had earned a little more money, this wouldn't have happened. Mom, are you still talking like that? He worked hard. You shouldn't complain. But what can I do? Don't you think you have to take care of yourself from now on? It's absolutely impossible to live on my own. Emily left me. What should I do? You'll have to figure it out on your own. She and I have our own families. Janet, why don't you come live with me? Huh? You both work, right? I'll take care of the housework. It will be easier for both you and Bob if we live together. I decline. Janet! I'm sure you haven't forgotten. You tried to give my fiancé to my sister. How can I live with such an insane person? That's something that happened in the past. It's rather recent. It can't be helped. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Please help me. You don't want your own mother to be homeless, right? To be honest, I don't think of you as my mother. What? Well then, you're on your own. Wait, Janet! Please don't leave me all alone! When I heard about my parents' divorce, I was surprised. But I honestly thought it was for the best. My selfish mother tried to get my sister and I to switch fiancés. My father told me that this was the deciding factor and apologized for everything she had done in the divorce. I had always been dissatisfied with my parents for doting only on my sister. But now that I know how she feels, I don't have any more feelings of discontent. My father was feeling guilty because of his low salary, but now he can finally live a free life away from my mother. I am very happy about that. Although the family is now separated, I still keep in touch with my father and my sister through a group chat. My sister's husband works part-time, so his salary is still low, and he seems to be having a hard time. I hope that the couple will work together and do their best. On the other hand, my mother does not have what she can call a home, and her siblings are estranged due to various reasons, so she has no one to rely on. She somehow managed to find a live-in job, and she is struggling to make ends meet while her boss gets mad at her every day. She is now realizing how difficult it is to live on her own.
Hi, Erica. When can I come? I really want to move in right away, but I've got some heavy stuff, you know. Maybe it'd be better to wait until Dale's day off?
Listen, Diane, haven't we talked about this many times?
Huh?
You moving with us is out of the question.
What are you saying? You're my daughter-in-law. Living with your husband's mother is just part of the deal, you know? Besides, Dale wants me there. It's because you're so stubborn that he can't move forward with it.
No, he agrees with me.
That's crazy.
He clearly says he doesn't want you here with us.
I don't believe that's his honest opinion. He's just being considerate of you because he's kind-hearted. Poor him. You can't even understand your husband's feelings. You're such a failure as a wife.
If you keep denying the most crucial point, we won't get anywhere with this conversation.
Just think about it. Your house has so many rooms. It's too big for just the two of you. He must have bought it with the intention of us living together. But you keep stubbornly refusing to do so.
We bought it for the future, for when we have children. Definitely not to live with you.
Oh my, what an insolent daughter-in-law. Why did he choose a woman like you? If I had known it would come to this, I wouldn't have approved the marriage.
We have no intention of living together no matter what you say.
Not your call. This is non-negotiable. Since it's pointless to keep discussing with you, I'll have my things moved in by the end of the month.
That's so selfish.
When I'm ready to move, I'll let you know. Make sure you're prepared to welcome me by then. Got it?
Han, is this a good time? Sorry if you're busy.
It's okay, hon. I'm actually on the train home now. I was just about to message you.
Oh, did you get the message from your mom too?
Yeah, it was about her moving in.
Figures. Seems like she's itching to move soon.
I'm totally not cool with that. Living with her and all. You didn't agree to it, did you?
Nah, of course not. But she's saying it's a done deal. She wants to move her stuff by the end of the month.
Geez, that's kind of aggressive, isn't it?
She said she'll let us know when she's ready. We're supposed to be prepared to take her in by then.
Seriously? Well, our honeymoon's coming up soon. It's a hassle dealing with this right before our trip.
True. I don't think she'd probably move in while we're away. But it's probably smart to have a plan beforehand for peace of mind.
Agree. She's not exactly the most reasonable person. I'm almost home. Let's think about a plan when I get back.
Sure. See you in a bit.
Erica, you guys are going on your honeymoon today, right? I've been waiting at the station since early morning. When are you guys gonna show up? I'm getting tired of waiting here.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. I'm asking when you're coming to the station.
Are you there right now?
That's what I said. Since you wouldn't tell me the departure time, I decided to come here early and wait. I've been waiting for 2 hours already. Don't tell me you overslept.
We're at the airport right now.
The airport?
Yeah, we're about to board a plane.
You're not taking a train?
We must fly to get there, you know. We're going to Jamaica.
Jamaica? You didn't tell me.
Well, too bad.
What about me? I won't make it to the airport in time now.
But, I believe Dale's already told you, right? It's early in the morning, so you didn't need to see us off.
See you off? What are you talking about?
So we thought it wasn't necessary to tell you where we were going or what time we were leaving.
Oh my God, what nonsense! This puts me in a bind. Seriously? I woke up early and prepared for the trip. And now this? Hey, would you mind coming to pick me up at the station now?
Just hold on a sec. You prepared for the trip? You mean you were planning to come along?
Oh, am I not allowed to come?
Of course not.
Why not?
We're going on our honeymoon, you know.
I'm aware of that.
Then why are you coming along? A honeymoon is supposed to be a trip for just the married couple, right?
What are you saying? Maybe that's how the world sees it. But I know Dale wants to take me with him.
Well, he says he's glad he didn't give you any information. He's relieved, sitting next to me right now.
No way. He wouldn't say something like that. You're such a wicked woman. Leaving me behind like this?
Anyway, you can't catch the plane now. You better go home.
What? You're not picking me up?
There's no time for that now.
Then, at least tell me the name of the hotel you're staying at.
For what?
It's disappointing we couldn't be on the same flight, but I'll take another one later. Let's meet up there.
Are you serious, Diane?
Just tell me the name of the hotel already.
Nope.
Why not? If you keep dragging this, the hotel might get booked out, so hurry up.
As I said before, we're going on our honeymoon. It's unheard of for a mother-in-law to come along.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter what's normal in society. Dale's a kind soul. He must want to take me along on the trip too. Can you just step aside for once and don't meddle with this? And you know, it's more fun with 3 people than 2.
He's next to me, rolling his eyes.
Yeah, right.
I guess the idea of a parent joining the honeymoon is just too ridiculous. It's kind of hilarious in a way. Well, it's time to board the plane now. We'll speak later.
Hey, Erica. Are you seriously leaving me behind? Erica, what a despicable woman. I was looking forward to the honeymoon too. So this is what it's all about. No consultation beforehand. Well, whatever. We'll be living together soon. There will be plenty of opportunities for trips. I'll let you 2 go alone just this once. Hi, Erica. I believe you guys are coming back today, right? You're probably still on the plane at the moment. Well, that's beside the point, really. The thing is, I couldn't go on the honeymoon, so I ended up with some free time and started preparations for the move. And now, I can move earlier than planned. So, I know you guys aren't home, but I'll get the movers to bring in the stuff. Don't worry about the key. I have a spare. Wondering how I got it? Well, when you guys came over for Christmas, I borrowed the key from your bag. You guys were being quite stingy about giving me a spare. Since I'm moving in now, it's all good, right? Anyway, I must say, I'm thrilled to start living with you guys in that magnificent house from today. Dale certainly knows how to pick a place. So, Erica, you've been resisting all this time, but starting today, we're housemates. I'll make sure to give you the proper training. You're gonna learn to be a suitable wife for Dale. Hey, Erica, the key isn't working. What's going on? Hey, are you guys still on the plane? Answer me.
Hi, Diane? I just got off the plane and turned on my phone.
Whoa,
I thought I had a ton of notifications, but they're all from you. What's this living together from today about?
Oh, finally. I'm at the house, but the key isn't working.
Excuse me? Why are you trying to get in without our permission?
I told you we're going to live together from today.
Listen, I've said multiple times that we're not doing that.
This is non-negotiable. As your husband's mother, I have the right to decide.
But Dale doesn't want it either.
He's just holding back. He'll be happy once I'm with him.
And showing up without any prior notice is not polite. Didn't you say you'd let us know when you're ready to move in?
I finished packing up earlier than expected. So, what was I supposed to do? And it's your fault for not taking me on the trip in the first place. Listen, I've been waiting outside for an hour now. Hope it doesn't start raining.
Sigh. So, are you at the front door right now?
Right, but for some reason the key won't work. I don't know why. I made a spare key, you know.
Gosh, don't you think doing so without our permission is wrong?
It's not a big deal. If I'm moving in with you, I'll need it eventually.
Well, too bad that key won't work.
Why?
You won't be getting in, so please give up.
Oh my God, no way! Did you change the lock?
We thought this might happen, so we discussed it and agreed on it.
How could you? You went that far just because you don't want me? You really have a vindictive personality.
Look who's talking.
I hate to say this, but brace yourself. Once I move in, I'm going to give you a thorough education. I'll straighten out that twisted mindset of yours.
Sigh.
By the way, you guys are coming home soon, right? When you do, make sure to hand over the key right away. I'll get a new spare made. Oh, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Oh, the police are coming. I can see a patrol car. Looks like they're coming this way. I wonder if there's been an accident in the neighborhood.
Thank goodness. That was a close one.
What?
They are there for you.
Me? Why would the police?
Gotta catch the criminal, you know.
Criminal? Are you talking about me?
You're attempting unlawful entry.
Unlawful entry?
That's why I called the police.
Hold on.
Knowing you, we're worried that you might get upset when your key doesn't work and might break the door or windows to forcefully get in. But thank goodness the police came before that could happen.
Wait a minute. You were supposed to be on the plane the whole time. How did you manage to call them?
Before we left for our honeymoon, we asked the neighbor to keep an eye out. We told them to call the police if they saw any suspicious woman coming to the house while we were away.
Suspicious woman? I'm Dale's mother, for God's sake.
Just because you're a mother doesn't mean you can do anything, you know. There are lines you shouldn't cross.
What's wrong with a mother visiting her son's house?
If you have a problem, sort it out at the police station.
Gosh. Oh no. The officers are looking over here.
Okay, we'll be taking a taxi home now.
Wait, Erica. Tell them I'm not a criminal. You need to explain to them. Dale, listen. Why did you marry such an arrogant woman? Because of her, I ended up in a ridiculous situation. What? You never expected to be taken to the police station? Darn right. I was just trying to get into your house, but they kept questioning me. It was really humiliating. Once I move in, I plan to give her a strict education. You better help me. What education? You're hopelessly selfish. You see? She's utterly self-centered. I'm talking about how selfish you are. Me? Anyway, we're not living with you. Why not? It's been 15 years since Dad divorced you, and you're still unhappy living alone. But taking it out on Erica? Of course it's impossible to have you move in with us. Oh, come on, Dale. You don't need to cover for such a despicable wife, you know? She changed the lock, but I'll make a new spare key and move in for good this time. Make sure you're prepared. Mom, haven't you learned your lesson yet? Trying to break into our house again is pointless. Why? Did she change the lock again? Trying to lock me out no matter what? What a wicked woman. But it's okay. No matter how many times she changes the lock, I'll just get a new one from you. Oh, right. I should move in today. It's Sunday, so you're off work, right? Even if you go to that house, we won't be there. What do you mean? We've already moved. Moved? Yeah, so you'll find an empty house when you get there. What the? Why did you move? Because you keep forcing yourself to move in with us. It's a shame. We liked that big house, but for our peace of mind, we made the decision. Oh, Dale, seems like Erica has something over you, huh? What? It's okay. I'll help you out. She's just downright nasty, isn't she? She forced you to move just because she doesn't want to live with me. At this point, the only solution is to break you guys up. What's the new address? She'll probably whine about not wanting a divorce. I'll go and talk some sense into her. Enough already. What's wrong? You know why Dad left you, don't you? I mean, after all those years of marriage, there must have been misunderstandings. Divorce was inevitable. Geez, you still don't get it. He left you because of your personality issues. My personality issues? Exactly. Me? But I don't think there's anything wrong with my personality. In fact, the one with the issues is Erica, isn't it? She's always asserting herself, never listens to me. Such an insolent woman deserves to be dumped. You're hopeless. Dad and I have been struggling for years because of you. What do you mean? Remember, you always got into trouble with the neighbors. Well, that's because they were being mean to me. No, you were always selfish and forced your opinions on them. No way! Not only did you never admit your fault, but you even exacerbated the situation with paranoid delusions and threw tantrums. Dad and I had to apologize countless times, enduring all the embarrassment. Because of that, we'd have to move and change schools so many times. Wait. Dad endured it for so long, he said he'd bear with it until I graduated high school. But I've had enough. No, I've been at my limit for a while now. Dale? So I moved out as soon as I got married. I never wanted to get involved with you again. But then Erica said it wasn't fair to just leave you behind. She did? So we agreed to visit you a couple of times a year. I could tolerate it as long as it was once in a while. Well... But then you started insisting we move in together. You bombarded us with messages even after we refused. In the end, you even tried to break in with a spare key. But the lock was changed, so I couldn't get in. I don't need a mother who completely ignores our feelings and insists on living together. Dale, listen. This is it. I'm cutting ties. Goodbye. Dale! Diane couldn't accept being cut off by Dale. She went to our old vacant house and caused the scene, so the police had to get involved again. And now, with this incident spreading around her neighborhood too, she's reportedly staying home, shutting herself in. Recently, there have been no calls or messages from her. I imagine she's living in a lonely world full of self-pity and paranoia, thinking she's the victim. As for me, relocation has freed me from the stress, and I'm enjoying a peaceful life with Dale in our new home. Since my father-in-law lives nearby, he sometimes drops by, and we have meals together. I hope we can continue to live as a happy family from now on.
I'm sorry to bother you on such short notice, but there's a friend of mine who is usually too busy to see me. They invited me on a trip and I said yes. So, can you take care of Daisy? What? What do you mean take care of Daisy? You said you'd take care of her. I did say that, but I don't have a choice, do I? I have my own social life, you know. I'm going out of town too, so it's the same as you. What part of this is the same? I'm going on a business trip. I'm not just going out to have some fun. I'm going on a business trip and I won't be home until next week. I asked you to take care of Daisy and you agreed. I thought it'd be fine. Everyone has certain plans, don't they? Huh? Don't change the subject. What are you gonna do about Daisy? There's no problem. She was running a fever, so I put her out of the balcony. Now her temperature will go down after a while, so we don't have to worry about it, right? You're kidding, right? No, it's not a joke. I'm serious. She had a fever, so I thought I'd cool her down with a natural cooling solution. I'm a genius, right? You can't do that. Do you know what temperature it is outside right now? Come on, I don't know. I know it's cold, but wow, calm down. It's close to freezing. I'm sure it'll be fine. Kids are strong. They wear short sleeves and shorts even in the middle of winter, right? So it's fine. Daisy is only 1 year old. How can she be fine? Put her back in her room right away. I can't. I'm already in the car with my friend driving. We've already been driving for an hour, and now you want me to ask him to go back home? That's impossible. If you're so worried about it, you go home. I'm in Toronto right now. Even if I got on the plane right now, it would take me 2.5 hours to get there. She'd be fine on her own for that long, wouldn't she? What are you talking about? If she doesn't warm up right now, her life will be in danger. You're overreacting. You went on a business trip and I haven't fed her for 3 days and she's alive. Kids are stronger than you think. Huh? Why didn't you feed her? Because you have to feed her baby food or something, right? I don't know anything about that. That's why I made it for you. I made it so all you have to do was heat it up in the microwave. I even explained to you how long it takes to heat it up. Did you? I asked you by text if it was all eaten. And you replied, yes, it was. That means I ate it. What? I said I had a toothache lately. I thought that's why you prepared soft food for me. That can't be true. There's no way you could have mistaken baby food for adult food. I did put a note on the table saying it was Daisy's food, didn't I? Yes, you did put a note on it. But that means there's no food for me. You don't work, so you can at least prepare your own food. If you say that, Daisy doesn't work either. You should let her prepare her own food. Huh? Have you lost your mind? You know what a 1-year-old can and can't do. Calm down. I used to have a parakeet. I didn't have to feed it for almost a week and it survived. So I'm sure she'll be fine for a few more days. Huh? Don't put Daisy and a parrot in the same category. That's enough. It was stupid of me to leave you in charge. Huh? I'll explain the situation to my boss and ask him to let me go home right now. Yeah, why didn't you just do that from the beginning? You're no longer needed. Why don't you just stay with your friends? Wait a minute. You're not thinking about divorce, are you? Then what? That's the least I should do. I'm in trouble. I don't have a job. So what? Don't treat me like I'm an ATM. I don't have time for you anymore. Wait a minute. I'm not getting a divorce. After everything you've done, how could you not think you're getting divorced? What? Scum. My name is Melissa. I have a family of 3 with my husband, who is a scumbag, Kevin, and 1-year-old Daisy. Kevin suddenly quit his job 6 months ago and promised to look for a new job right away. But he never seems to be looking for a new job. He has been playing all the time. If only he would take an active role in housework and childcare. But he keeps eating and using up all the food. He is making me work even harder. I've been thinking about divorce for a while, but I have a daughter, and I had a faint hope that he would change someday. I was really hoping that. This incident has made it clear to me that this was a mistake. I don't intend to continue our married life. But my first priority right now is my daughter. Even if I got my boss's permission to go to the airport right now, it would take me 3 hours to get home. If I don't rescue my daughter from the balcony right now, I decided to contact someone. And then I found out something unbelievable. Thank you so much for rescuing my daughter.
No problem. We have daughters the same age as each other, and when we are in trouble, it's natural, right? We're in the same apartment next door to each other, and you can always count on me.
I'm glad we exchanged contact information. Thank you so much for taking care of it so quickly.
You asked the landlord to unlock the door. I'm so thankful you thought to contact him.
Yes, thanks also to the landlord who was able to help us even though it was at night. I'll be sure to thank him later.
By the way, about Daisy.
You called an ambulance and went to the hospital with her. I'm sorry for everything.
I don't want you to apologize. I saw the doctor earlier, but she's in critical condition.
Oh no!
She's got a cold, and she's had her body cool down too quickly.
She's very weak.
She was malnourished too. The doctor was very surprised.
Will she recover?
So far, I can't say. But she hasn't regained consciousness yet.
Are you serious?
I wish I could tell you it's not true, but I'm so sorry I couldn't do anything.
That's okay. If it weren't for you, the situation would have been even worse.
All I can do is pray for her to regain consciousness. I would absolutely hate to see such a good girl die.
Thanks. I'm on my way to the airport right now. It'll take me about 3 hours to get to the hospital. I'm really sorry, but can I ask Daisy to stay with you until then?
Of course, I will.
Thank you. Of course, I'll make it up to you.
I don't need that. Daisy is such a sweet girl. I'm with her because I don't want to leave her by herself. But how did this happen?
Actually, I asked my husband to take care of our daughter while I was on a business trip. He left Daisy on the balcony when she was sick. Then he went on a trip. My husband ate all the food I had prepared for Daisy.
What? He ate the baby food?
It sounds crazy, doesn't it?
And to leave the child behind and travel. I mean, Melissa, you were on a business trip. Since when?
Since the day before yesterday.
I see. So that's how it is. I was thinking something is strange. So that voice wasn't Melissa's.
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe it's better not to ask now with Daisy here.
Tell me.
But
I feel like I have to know now.
I understand. Actually, for the past 2 days, I've been hearing voices coming from your apartment.
What kind of voices?
Well, it's hard to say, but it sounded like 2 people having sex.
Okay.
The apartment where we live is relatively new and the walls are solid, right? So I've never been bothered by it before. But the last 2 days, the voices were so loud that I was surprised.
That loud?
Yes, that's right. Seriously, it was so loud that it blocked out the sound of my TV.
That means
he must have had a woman in there with him.
That's
You should have called me right away. Because, I thought it was suspicious too. I was trying to convince myself that it was Melissa. You're right. I'm really sorry for making you feel bad. So, he left Daisy alone and flirted with a girl. That's really unbelievable. He's a scumbag. I'm really mad too. When I was single, I was naive and I dated a few scumbags. But never this much of a scumbag. Come to think of it, when Daisy was left on the balcony, didn't you hear her crying or something? No, she was already limp and weak when I came to get her. I don't think she had the energy to cry. I see. I don't mean to blame you, but why did you entrust Daisy to someone like that? I don't know your husband very well. Has he been like that since Daisy was born? He seemed really happy when Daisy was born. He said, let's protect her together. But 6 months ago, my husband suddenly quit his job and became unemployed. He changed from then on. He's been leaving Daisy to me. I'm the only one who earns enough money for the 3 of us to survive. I have to go on a business trip to earn money to make ends meet. Are you the kind of person who couldn't ask your parents or anyone else for help? Both of my parents' homes are far out of state. So I was thinking of refusing the business trip. But my husband promised to take good care of her. I believed him. He's her father, after all. You'd think he'd at least take care of his child. My ex was a scumbag in his own way, but he never put his children in danger. I wanted to believe that he had love for our daughter. I understand. Oh, Daisy woke up! Really? I just called the doctor. She regained consciousness, so she's fine now. I think she's waiting for you. I'm so glad. Thanks to you. Actually, I couldn't stop crying all the way to the airport. I want to run over right now and give Daisy a huge hug. Daisy did a great job with her tiny body. When you see her, give her a lot of kisses. I'll hug her and kiss her so much. She'll be so happy to see you. I know. I'll be landing soon, so I'm heading straight to the hospital. See you soon. Okay, take care.
Has Daisy's fever gone down?
With freezing cold weather, you left Daisy on the balcony, and now you're pretending to be worried about her. It wasn't just a fever, she was so cold.
Which means that thanks to me, the fever has gone down. I knew it. Nature's medicine is awesome.
Are you serious? You put her in a very dangerous situation. If it had been a little later, she would have died.
Oh, really? I was going to leave today, but things got so hectic that I'm going back to my friend's place for one more night. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, right. You don't have to come back ever.
What? Why? What are you so angry about? Come on, get back in a good mood.
I almost lost Daisy because of you. It's not about my mood.
Daisy's alive, right? Then why don't you let it go? See? I told ya. Kids are strong. You care too much.
Stop thinking you're right. Children can lose their lives so easily. What you did is the same as a criminal.
You're really overreacting. I was traveling. I bought you a souvenir. Put yourself in a good mood.
I don't want that. So pay me $30,000 alimony and I get a divorce.
Huh?
You're cheating on me, aren't you? Of course not! Then, what are you doing with who now?
What? I'm relaxing at a friend's house.
You're tired from your trip. You should relax once in a while. Once in a while? How can you say that when you haven't worked for 6 months? It's no use trying to fool me. She's from Connecticut, right?
Huh?
It's no use trying to lie to me. You took a trip with her and now you're at her house, right?
What? You're looking from somewhere?
I've hired a private detective. They know everything you do.
Why would you do such a thing?
They told me you were bringing girls into the house. My mom friend who lives next door told me.
You're kidding. Which one?
Left.
Left? Could it be that cheap-looking woman? You exchanged contacts with her.
Yeah, our kids are the same age, so we hit it off. We've been friends since we moved here. She's not the most respectable-looking woman, but she's a nice person who's always helping me out and taking good care of Daisy.
How is it possible? I didn't know that girl had a kid. She wears a lot of makeup and brand-name stuff all the time. She definitely doesn't seem to like kids or anything.
Looks can be deceiving. By the way, it was the neighbor mom who saved Daisy. If it wasn't for her, Daisy might not have made it. I can't thank her enough.
But why did she... How did she know I was bringing a woman into the house? I made sure there were no one around when I went into the room.
Because you guys were so loud. Sounds like you guys were having a lot of fun.
Oh my God. I knew you were out of town on a business trip, so I didn't worry. I just got carried away.
You got carried away? How can you say such a stupid thing after having an affair? And she's not the only one who cheated with you, right?
Huh?
The woman you're with in Connecticut right now? It's a different woman than the one you brought into the house, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Because the woman you were having an affair with came to our house the other day.
Huh? Why?
Seems like you said she could come over anytime she wanted because your wife wasn't home. She said she thought you were on an overseas business trip because you talked like that. She was trying to run away, but I caught her and asked her a lot of questions. Looks like she used Daisy's food I had prepared for some kinky sex play too. That's really disgusting. And I asked the detective about it. I heard that there are girls from all over the state. They come to play with when I'm working during the day. One in New York, and today you're in Connecticut. Where the hell are you going tomorrow?
New York is for New York girls. Connecticut girls have their good points.
Are you stupid?
Shut up! I wanted to dream a little too. I used the hookup app. It was hard work meeting my girlfriends at each location.
That's bullshit. You've been cheating on your wife since you've lost your job, and you didn't even look for a job.
Listen, there's a reason for that.
What's that?
I happened to look up at the sky and saw a bird flying freely. I hated myself for what I'd done. I thought to myself, what am I doing at work every day? I don't want to be arguing with my boss or my clients. So I decided to live by instinct.
Huh? That's the reason?
There's nothing wrong with me. What's bad is human instincts that can't be suppressed even after marriage.
No, it's all your fault.
Huh?
You don't work, you don't take care of your 1-year-old child. You're no better than an insect. You're no better than a slug. You're such a piece of shit, you make me want to vomit.
What's the matter? What's wrong with you?
Because you keep coming up with these lame excuses. I have to say things I don't want to say, don't I? Are you trying to tell me that the lower half of your body has no personality? You really are a pathetic person, aren't you?
You don't have to say all that.
I don't care about cheating at this point. But the fact that you put Daisy in danger for such a stupid reason, I'll never forgive you.
I don't have a choice. If I take a 1-year-old kid to a girl's place, I'd get dumped.
Oh, enough, enough, enough! I know it's not worth talking about. You can go in jail for now.
Huh?
What you did, it's a crime of abandonment.
What's that?
Parents have a duty to raise their children. But you left your daughter on the balcony with a high fever without feeding her. Do you really think that's not a crime?
I thought it was fine. It was unintentional.
That's not possible. You knew what you were doing. You did something that even an adult wouldn't have been able to stand. Especially a 1-year-old wouldn't be okay.
But, huh? She wants me to come over right now. Can I just talk to her a minute?
Go ahead, go ahead.
You're kidding! She pushed me onto her balcony and locked the door. I don't get it.
I just asked the detective to negotiate with her, to keep that guy from escaping until the police arrive. I told her, if you lock him on the balcony, I won't sue you for adultery.
Huh? The police!
I've called the police. I'm sure they'll be there soon. I don't want you to run away or anything by then.
Wait a minute! I'm not dressed. In this cold weather, I look like a pervert. And she's gone away. You, do something about it.
It's freezing in Connecticut. It's nature's medicine, as you said. You can chill that crazy head of yours.
It's cold. It's not good. I'll catch a cold if I don't do something.
You did the same thing to Daisy. You're an adult. You can handle it.
What? I'm naked. I'm simmering and can't write.
Don't worry. The police will be there soon. Good luck.
Help!
A few minutes later, Kevin was found rattling and shaking on the balcony. The police arrested him. And as it was, he was charged with abandonment of a person responsible for the protection of children. He was given a 2-year grace period. With the help of a lawyer, the divorce was finalized immediately. Of course, I had custody of our child. I'll never let Daisy see that man again. I demanded $30,000 in alimony and $100,000 in child support. Kevin, who has been playing with women for 6 months without working, has no savings. He has nothing. When I talked to my parents-in-law about it, they promised me that they would get him a strict job through their connections. My father-in-law promised me that he would make sure that I would get the money. He's a very strict man. I'm sure he will have a very hard life ahead of him. By the way, there are girlfriends from each state. Except for the one in New York who came to our house, they didn't know that my husband was married. I can only say that it is really scum to hide the fact that he is married and go out with girls. I demanded $20,000 in alimony only from the girlfriend in New York. She realized that she couldn't get out of it, so she immediately transferred the money to me. Daisy is now completely fine. Emily decided to throw a party to celebrate her recovery. It's really reassuring to have her so close by. I'm glad I divorced such a lousy man. I hope Daisy will not be lonely. I want to continue to give Daisy lots of love and affection.
Hey, Olive. Why is your son saying he will be staying at my house for a week, starting today? What is going on? Oh, so he's staying at your house. Then take care of him for the week. What? Answer my questions. He told me he was suddenly kicked out of the house by you this morning. You told him that you wouldn't be able to take care of him for a week. My son found your son wandering outside with nowhere to go. He asked him what had happened and then brought him home. Can you explain to me what the hell is going on? I took over as the manager of a luxury hotel after my mother-in-law was hospitalized. Is that so? That's new news to me. Well, it starts today. I'm going to be very busy with group guests for the next week-long holiday, so I had no time to take care of my son. That's why I kicked him out. It's good if you, who seems free, can take care of him. I'm sure we'll be asking you to take care of him often from now on, so please do. My son is in the sports club and tutors during the long weekend, so please drop him off and pick him up accordingly. Of course, make sure he has 3 meals a day and give him a packed lunch. Also, please give him an allowance of $10. He's a big eater, so I don't want you to cut corners. I will check with my son in a week to see how you treated him. You will be in big trouble if you don't take care of my son properly. What the hell? I'll take care of him since he's here. But why should I be ordered to do that? My son is in a sports club, but if he needs a snack in addition to his lunch, I tell him to buy it with the money he earns from his part-time job. If your son stays at my house, I'll let him do the same. I won't treat your son differently from mine. Huh? You've got to be kidding me. He's our son, so it's only natural for him to be treated according to our rules. Don't be lazy. You're just a housewife with nothing to do. Just because I'm a housewife doesn't mean I'm lazy. By the way, don't you know? Don't know what? We're staying at your mother-in-law's hotel from tomorrow through the weekend. What? You? At our luxury hotel? Yes. We made the reservation about 6 months ago. Really? Why? Because it's our 20th wedding anniversary. Hey, are you sure about that? What do you mean? Can you even pay? Our rooms start from $1,000 per night. A poor person like you can't afford to stay there. Of course I know how much the room costs. You knew and still made the reservation? No, you didn't. Our hotel is a luxury hotel. A luxury hotel. It's not like a cheap motel where you can easily stay with. Do you understand? Of course. I knew and still decided to stay. Olive, what do you know about my financial situation? We are not so poor as to be criticized that badly, you know.
No, no, no. You are very poor, aren't you? After all, your parents' house looks like it's about to collapse. Don't try to fool me. I have known you since high school.
That was a long time ago. It was an old house built by my grandfather when he was young.
If you're poor as a kid, you're still poor as an adult. My parents' house was newly built and very clean. And many of my friends' houses were also beautiful. I was shocked the first time I saw your house that time. As a child, I thought being really poor was utterly miserable. I used to believe that people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, like yourself as a stay-at-home mom and me as a businesswoman, would never intersect. But then, our sons ended up in the same class and became friends. Despite being poor, you are a stay-at-home mom. If you're poor, you should work more. You'll never get out of poverty if you keep on lying around. Well, since you don't understand that, you'll remain poor or no right to stay at our hotel.
Did you even read what I said? I'm saying we'll stay at your hotel, which costs $1,000 per night, for 2 nights over the weekend.
Whatever. Enough with the lies. I know it's a dream come true for a poor person to stay at our hotel. A rundown motel suits you better, Ariana.
Whatever. Anyway, I can't take care of your son. My husband and I will be staying at your hotel from tomorrow. So my son will be taken care of by my in-laws. If you insist, I will ask them to take care of your son too. But my in-laws are too old and don't have a car, so they can't give him a ride. Besides, providing pocket money and doing all your requests are impossible.
Huh? How cheeky of you. Your in-laws and husband are poor anyway. You have the nerve to resist me, a hotel manager?
If you're the manager, make sure you have a reservation for us. And please come pick up your son right away. Hey, why didn't you pick up your son? We're leaving now, so we've decided to leave your son with our in-laws. But I left it up to them to decide how to take care of him. I also explained the situation to your son.
What are you talking about? Where are you going?
To the hotel. I told you we are staying at your hotel.
What? What's this poor person even saying?
Are you still talking like that?
That's my line. Just go home and take care of my son.
I can't.
No matter what you say, that's how it's going to be. You can't stay at our hotel. Poor housewife like you should go back home and take care of the children.
So, this was all your plan, huh? I can't believe you went too far like this.
Have you finally learned your place? If you understand, then hurry up and go home to take care of my son.
I'm not leaving until you explain yourself.
I'm not sure what you want me to explain, though.
I just arrived and tried to check in, and was told that my reservation had been canceled. And since it was canceled on the morning of the reservation, I was told there would be a 100% cancellation fee. But I didn't cancel. You did, right? You took advantage of your position as manager to harass me like this. It's beyond harassment, it's malicious.
If it's canceled, then that's the end of it, right? Pay the cancellation fee and leave. We're busy getting ready to welcome the group guest. Even if we were classmates, we couldn't provide special treatment. Get it?
But I didn't cancel. Even if I have to give up staying here, I can't leave without a good explanation.
I will explain again. If the reservation is canceled, then that's all there is to it. Our room costs $1,000 per night. Only suitably prestigious guests can stay there. I don't know how you earned the money to stay here, but it's dirty money because you're poor, right? If we let you stay, the prestige of our hotel will go down. You come from a shabby family, and your poor husband doesn't belong in our hotel. Poor people can't stay here, so go home now. If you persist, I'll call the police for obstructing business.
I guess I don't have a choice. Then, I'll confirm with the real manager, Marie.
Huh? You mean my mother-in-law?
Who else could it be? Since she's in the hospital, I hesitated to contact her. But when I asked one of your familiar staff, they said her condition has improved. I guess I'll give her a call.
What? How do you know my mother-in-law's contact information? And what do you mean you know one of my employees? Hey, Ariana!
This is a message from Marie that I received. You're fired. That's what she said.
What?
She also said you shouldn't call yourself a manager without permission when you are just a front desk clerk. She decided to fire you just now.
Why? It's true that I was the front desk until now, but my husband doesn't have sisters. Obviously, I would naturally be the manager. I was trying to fill the manager's vacancy. But why did she fire me?
When I told Marie about the reservation being canceled without authorization, she contacted hotel security.
What?
When they reviewed the security footage from the front desk cameras, they found evidence of you canceling the reservation.
What? Security camera?
I heard that they recently installed a camera that can clearly see your hand and the screen of the computer.
What? Really?
That's what they told me. So that's why the fake manager should pack your stuff and go home.
I don't want to. I thought finally I had a chance to manage this hotel.
I'm sure Marie will call you later. She asked her niece, who has experience as a manager, to take over the position.
Huh?
Marie's hospitalization was sudden, so she just arrived here earlier.
Oh my God, she's here already?
Apparently, she was supposed to start as the assistant manager next month.
What? But I was supposed to be the assistant manager.
The hotel staff have already been informed through HR, though.
What?
Someone who can't even check the important information doesn't seem suitable to be a manager. On top of that, canceling a guest's reservation without permission, you deserve to get fired.
Oh, really? Who do you think you are? It's all your fault for trying to act like a rich person when you are not. I was just trying to help you, a poor person, not to spend your money.
That's enough. You've been belittling me about being poor for a long time.
Well, isn't it true that your family home was so shabby?
That was over 20 years ago.
But you've been poor since you were born, right?
What makes you say that?
Because what you wear is always shabby.
What? Shabby?
You always wear cheap clothes from Walmart or something. Even your son's school bag is handmade. He doesn't join any sports club because you don't have enough money, right?
So that's the reason why you think I'm poor?
And to begin with, what you just said sounds like a lie too.
About who the manager is?
Exactly. But seriously, just the fact that you know my mother-in-law's contact information is already suspicious.
I exchanged contact information with Marie for work-related reasons.
Huh? Work?
Yes, I'm a travel writer.
What?
The familiar staff that I mentioned earlier is someone who assisted me during my last visit.
A travel writer? You?
I've been saving my work since I got married and had a baby. But with the support of my son and my husband, I decided to get back into it. When I spoke with my in-laws about it, my brother-in-law, who is the editor-in-chief of a travel magazine, decided to give me an opportunity to write for their upcoming special issue. The topic was supposed to be about a high-end hotel where a couple celebrates their 20th wedding anniversary.
Huh? A travel magazine feature? About this hotel?
Yes, but you completely screwed up the plan.
Oh no!
I already contacted my brother-in-law and informed him of the situation. The editorial department is in a panic because they might not be able to do the feature in the upcoming issue.
So why don't we just pretend that the reservation was never canceled? The rooms can be made available and everything will be resolved, right?
I don't think that's possible.
Why not?
The room that my husband and I were supposed to stay in, it seems your husband and your affair partner had a confrontation and made a scene there.
What? Why is my husband there? My husband is head of the accounting department. He's not directly involved in customer service.
But he's at the head office next to the hotel, right? Apparently, Marie explained the situation to him and asked him to check the hotel room. So he rushed over to the hotel. Upon entering the room, he found a strange man relaxing. When questioned, the man claimed to be your boyfriend. Did you forget to mention that you're married to your affair partner?
Oh my God!
Understandably, your husband was furious and engaged in a heated argument with the affair partner, which escalated into a physical fight, resulting in injuries. Security guards managed to intervene and stop them somehow, but blood stained the carpet and furniture. Curtains were torn, and vases were broken. It seems the room was in complete chaos. The hotel was primarily going to be featured due to that room, but given its current condition, it became impossible to continue featuring it.
I can't believe it turned out like this.
Oh, and I've also told Marie about your son. Your son will be taken to Marie's house. Marie mentioned that there were many things to discuss with you, such as the affair and the canceled reservations. So you should prepare yourself.
Oh no!
It seems your affair partner and your husband were taken to the hotel staff room. I'm curious to know where you are currently.
Well...
I think you'd better come to terms with it and show yourself soon, don't you think?
No way! I never thought it would come to this. What should I do? Ariana, please help me!
I don't want to. Well, good luck. In the end, the feature of the hotel was postponed. Olive was fired, and she was also sued for damages. Furthermore, she got divorced from her husband, who demanded alimony and took custody of their child. She was also dumped by her affair partner and is facing another lawsuit. Upon learning about the situation, her parents severed ties with her, leaving Olive feeling utterly alone. Afterwards, it seems she moved to a shabby apartment and is working part-time to make ends meet. She has not gotten rid of her old extravagant habits, and she can no longer afford to pay her credit card bills, so she has disappeared somewhere. Well, she got what she deserved, didn't she? Since our son is friends with Olive's son, we hear about his situation. It seems her son was also appalled by Olive's arrogance and says he's glad he takes after his father. By the way, the reason my son didn't join the sports club was that he's busy as a programming content creator. Even while attending school, he's actively learning programming and has gained some recognition among certain circles. So he earns his own allowance without me having to give him every penny out of my own pocket. My husband and I don't make a lot of money, but we have enough to cover our credit card bills and family's living expenses, allowing us to live a peaceful life.
Katrina, is this a good time?
Hey, big brother. It's okay. I just got home from work.
You're busy as ever.
Well, yeah, but I like my job. I never get tired of working.
I see. I wanted to confirm something about my wedding. You will attend as planned, right?
Of course.
Will you be able to work around it?
I'll be fine. It's my brother's big day. I'd be there no matter what.
Great! I'll send you a plane ticket to Hawaii.
You'll send me a plane ticket to Hawaii?
Yeah. Sabrina and I decided that we'll arrange the tickets for our families. We talked it over and that's what we decided to do.
I see. That's great.
Well, I've always traveled by car. I don't know much about airplanes. I leave it all to her.
You've never been out of the state, have you?
That's right. This trip to Hawaii will be my first outside of Oregon trip.
Oh, that's right. I'm sure you'll like Hawaii.
You love Hawaii, right? I'm looking forward to it too. I'll be in touch then.
Okay. Good evening, Katrina. We've never texted before, have we? Is this a good time? Good evening, Sabrina. What's up? There's something I didn't get a chance to ask you about when we met the other day. I thought I'd check with you directly.
What? What is it?
I heard from Harry. He said you only graduated from high school.
Yes, that's right. I did.
I thought he was joking, but it turns out to be true.
Is there a problem?
I'll make it clear before Harry and I get married. Everyone in my family is highly educated.
Okay, so?
I went to a well-known private university. My parents and grandparents all graduate from top universities, and they all work for big companies.
I see.
Oh, you're not responding very well. Why don't you react more honestly? Like, that's great, or I'm jealous.
Oh, yes, that's great.
Oh, this sucks. That's why you undereducate people.
Huh?
Well, okay. Your brother Harry also graduated from a prestigious national university.
Yes, he did.
Katrina, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I guess people with low academic backgrounds aren't good at reading between the lines.
Is there a problem?
Harry often praises you as an excellent sister. I have no idea what's so excellent about you. You're only high school graduate and on the losing side of life.
I don't consider myself a loser.
Okay. Maybe it's because you live in a small world. You don't even know you're low class.
What the?
Well, that's enough for today. See you later!
Katrina, I heard from Dad. He said you didn't get a ticket to Hawaii, so you had to get them for yourself.
Oh, Harry.
He said you booked the hotel by yourself too.
Actually, that's what happened.
Sorry. When I checked with Sabrina, she said she thought you weren't gonna come. She said she didn't book the flight and the hotel for you, so I was surprised. I thought I told Sabrina that you were gonna attend the wedding. It was my fault for leaving everything up to her. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry. I got the hotel and the plane without a problem.
I'm glad you made it in time. I really can't believe this. I don't know what I would do if you weren't there. I don't know what Sabrina misunderstood.
I'm sure she was busy preparing for the wedding. I wish I'd known sooner, but I've been so busy with work that I forgot all about it.
You're gonna be on a different plane from Mom and Dad, right?
Yes, I'll take a later flight.
Will you be able to make it in time for the wedding?
Well, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a little tough, but I'm used to getting around town, so I'll be fine.
I see. You've been to Hawaii a lot for work. But I'll pay for all the expenses, so make sure to tell me exactly how much it cost.
No. I can pay for it myself.
That's not gonna happen. I'm supposed to make arrangement for my family.
Then I guess I'll take you up on that. I'll bill you later.
I'm really sorry. I invited you and now you have to deal with this.
It's okay. It happens. It's just... I'm a little worried about something.
What's wrong?
Is it really okay if I go to the wedding?
Huh? Why?
It's probably just a coincidence that she forgot to arrange flights and hotels. She doesn't seem to think very highly of me.
That's not true. Sabrina was happy to have a pretty little sister, you know. I'm sure she's looking forward to seeing you at the wedding this time, too.
I hope so.
Did Sabrina say something to you by any chance?
Sort of. She seems to be stuck on the fact that I only graduated from high school.
Just because you only graduated from high school doesn't mean it's a problem. Perhaps you care too much about it. Sabrina never talked about your educational background.
Oh, really? Then I won't worry too much about it.
Good. Well then, I'll see you on the wedding day.
I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Katrina! I just glanced at the reception desk and saw you there.
Sabrina, I'm so glad I made it in time for the ceremony.
I flew separately from my parents. It looks like I got here before them. Why are you coming to our wedding, Katrina?
Excuse me? I don't know how to reply to that. I came because my brother invited me.
I'm telling you, there's no seat for you, okay?
Huh? What do you mean? As a family, I'm supposed to be at my brother's wedding.
You know what? Why are you trying to be my family? I didn't invite you because I don't like you.
Say what? Then perhaps the reason my plane ticket and hotel weren't prepared is because...
I just wasn't planning to do it from the start, you know? And yet, you just went ahead and made an arrangement yourself. I was so surprised at how out of line you are. But, well, it can't be helped. You only graduated from high school and didn't have a proper education. I guess you don't know what common sense is. Harry seems to want to cut you off from the family. I understand exactly how he feels.
Huh? My brother wants to cut me off?
Yes.
Did he really say that?
He didn't actually say it in those words. When he proposed to me, he said, "Please be my family." That means that he and you won't be family anymore, right?
Huh? What part of that statement leads to you cutting ties with me? Just because my brother is going to become family with you, there's no need to cut off ties with me, right?
This is why I have trouble with poorly educated people with low comprehension.
Huh?
Harry's being kind, so he just didn't say it out loud. In his heart, he wants to get rid of you.
I think that's a pretty bold assumption.
What's so bold about it? Unlike you, I'm smart enough to know what Harry is thinking.
I understand very well that you don't like me. There's no way my brother would cut off ties with me. He's not gonna turn me away after I came all the way to Hawaii.
I can understand why you would long to come to Hawaii. It's your first time traveling outside your own city, right? But, like I said before, we are an educated family. If someone from the bottom of the barrel like you were at our wedding, you'd look out of place.
Oh, I'm bottom of the barrel, huh?
I beg you, get the hell out of the wedding hall. If you still want to stay in Hawaii, go sightseeing by yourself.
I see. I understand.
I see you finally understand your position. You're not family to us. You're a stranger. Frankly, I don't even want to look at you. Please don't ever show your face in front of us again.
I think you're gonna regret this.
Huh?
No, it's nothing. Well, I'm just going wander around town and then I'll be on my way.
Yes, please do that.
Katrina, I got a call at the airport telling me you've arrived and you're already at the wedding venue, right? I can't find you anywhere. Where the hell are you?
Harry, I went to the reception earlier, but it doesn't look like there's a seat for me, so I'm going home.
What? Why isn't there a seat for you?
Because I'm not family, apparently.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're my precious little sister. The ceremony is starting soon. Hurry up and come back.
Have you heard anything from Sabrina yet?
Huh? Sabrina? I think Sabrina is just changing into her wedding dress.
Well, first ask Sabrina what's going on. After that, you can decide what you want to do.
I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I guess I should just ask Sabrina. I'll get right back to you, so just wait a second. Sabrina, I thought you were probably getting dressed, so I texted you.
Yes, what is it?
I just got a text from Katrina. She came, but there was no seat for her. I asked her why, and she said, because we are not family. Sabrina, do you know anything about this? Please tell me that you didn't make her leave.
Oh, that! Some nerve, right?
Huh?
Katrina was gonna attend the ceremony even though I didn't invite her. And she went to the trouble of arranging her own flight and hotel. That's a serious lack of common sense.
Wait a minute. Sabrina, you didn't arrange Katrina's flight and hotel because you didn't want her to come in the first place?
That's right. Because she isn't family.
What the hell is that? Katrina is my sister, right? I thought you were looking forward to her being your sister after we got married.
Of course, that wasn't true.
What did you say?
You're praising her so much. I was just going along with you. But deep down, you really dislike her, don't you?
What?
Since you're marrying me, why don't you take this opportunity to break off the family ties?
Oh, come on! What the hell are you talking about?
Well, now that we've successfully gotten Katrina out of the way, let's really enjoy the wedding, shall we?
Seriously? So it was you after all?
Huh? What's wrong, Harry?
I'll text you later.
Harry? Hey, Harry! What's going on? We are about to start. I don't see anyone at the ceremony.
Sabrina, the wedding is cancelled.
What?
I'm breaking off the engagement.
Huh? What's wrong all of a sudden? I mean, where are you, Harry?
I'm in the family waiting room. We are having a discussion with both families.
Discussion?
Yeah. As a result of the discussion, the engagement was called off. We've also decided to cancel the wedding at short notice. Of course, your parents agreed to this decision. I've had them look at the messages between you and Katrina.
Why? I won't be satisfied without knowing why.
Because you tried to exclude one of my family members from the wedding.
Huh? My family? Do you mean Katrina?
That's right.
What are you talking about? Katrina is an outsider, right? You've already cut off your family.
I never said anything about cutting off ties with Katrina.
Harry, I haven't forgotten what you said when you proposed to me. You said, "Will you be my family?" That means you cut off Katrina and chose me, right?
Huh? I don't think there's the slightest element of cutting off Katrina in those words.
Huh? You're wrong.
Could it be that you don't understand English? I'm sure you've had compulsory education at least, right?
That's rude. I graduated from a prestigious university, you know. I'm not on the same level as Katrina, who only graduated from high school in this day and age.
I see. So, you're looking down on her because she only graduated from high school.
Yes, that's it. I can't stand the thought of having such an educated woman as a relative. She probably doesn't even have a good job if she only graduated from high school. It's out of the question for her to attend a wedding where the elites are gathered.
Sabrina, I told you this before. The reason we are able to rent this wedding hall for less than usual is thanks to Katrina.
Huh? What's that?
So I guess you weren't listening to me after all.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, thanks to Katrina?
Okay, let me explain one more time. Katrina is the president of a company that imports and sells Hawaiian goods.
President?
That's right.
Even though she only graduated from high school?
You know, there are plenty people in the world who only graduate from high school and now president of companies.
So you weren't lying when you said Katrina was brilliant?
Katrina was a better student than me. Her love for Hawaii got the better of her. She really wanted to open her own Hawaiian goods store, so she started her own business right after graduating from high school. So, Katrina comes to Hawaii often to buy products. She naturally made connections here, and one of them let us use their family's wedding venue at a reasonable price. But you kicked Katrina out of the wedding venue. There's no way we can have a wedding like this.
Harry?
Let's wait till you get back home to discuss this. I'm sorry, but until I get back, I'll arrange another place to stay.
No, wait!
I won't wait. Goodbye.
We'll just have Katrina come back, right? As long as Katrina is here, we can have the ceremony as planned, right? Hey, Harry! Please answer me! I definitely don't want to break off the engagement! Katerina, come back to the ceremony right now! I'll let you attend the wedding. If you don't, they're gonna break off the engagement. Hey, Katerina! Don't ignore me! I'll treat you as one of my family members. If you come back, everything will be alright. Today's wedding shouldn't have to be cancelled either! Katrina!
Katrina, we've decided to cancel the wedding.
Have you been able to talk to her?
She didn't seem to understand the cause yet. She seemed unhappy about it, but I got both sides of parents to agree to call off the engagement.
I see. Even just now, she sent me all sort of texts trying to keep from having the engagement called off.
Sorry, you can block her now. The official end of the engagement will come after we go back home, but you don't need to be involved with Sabrina anymore.
Okay, I'll do that.
Katrina, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. It was stupid of me not to see through Sabrina's true nature. You came all the way to Hawaii for me, and this is the thanks you get.
It's okay. Now I have an excuse to come to Hawaii outside of work. I'm going to relax and have fun, and then I'm going home.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad you found out about her true character before the wedding.
Yeah, me too. I feel sorry for the guests who came. It's a blessing that we invited almost only our relatives this time. By the way, have you already eaten dinner? If you want, why don't we go out with Father and the others to eat somewhere?
I haven't had dinner yet. I'm starving.
It's my treat. So, do you know any good places?
Okay, but what about Sabrina? Aren't you staying at the same hotel?
It's okay. We decided to stay at different hotels.
I see. Then I'll look for a restaurant and call you again.
Oh, I'm relying on you again, aren't I?
It's okay. If it's about Hawaii, you can leave it to me.
I got it. Okay, see you later.
According to my brother, Sabrina couldn't give up on marrying him. She kept persistently texting him while they were in Hawaii. My brother ignored them and returned home alone. He then got a lawyer and successfully broke off the engagement. At that time, there seemed to be some discussion about compensation, etc. In the end, they settled on Sabrina paying all the expenses for the wedding. However, Sabrina was still not satisfied. She finally stormed into my brother's workplace and went on a rampage, shouting that she wanted to get back together with him. Of course, the police were called immediately and Sabrina was taken away. Since she was no longer in any condition to continue working, she voluntarily resigned from her job.
She is now working at a factory owned by an acquaintance of her parents. She works her ass off every day and has some debt that she neglected deducted from her paycheck. I, on the other hand, am doing well with my company. I spend my time commuting back and forth to Hawaii, which I love. My parents think it's time for me to think about getting married, but I have seen my brother go through a difficult time with his marriage. I'm going to live with work as my sole focus for a while.
Mary, are you going to be here next week?
Yeah, Jason took his day off too. We'll be there as we planned.
Good. It's been 6 months since I've seen you guys, so I'm looking forward to it. Are you flying?
No, we'll drive.
What? By car?
Yeah. Jason should have booked the flight. But somehow, he didn't get the tickets. So we're driving.
I see. But are you okay? You had really bad car sickness when you were a kid. It's quite a distance. It's gonna be a long drive.
I'm fine. I'll take anti-sickness medicine. Jason said I should just take the medicine and fall asleep like I always do.
I see.
I feel bad for Jason, but I'm going to sleep the whole day. The only problem is where to park. There's only room for one car there.
Ah, don't worry about that. Whenever we have guests to drive up to our house, I ask my neighbor. He should be okay with parking there.
Thanks, that would be great. I'll let Jason know. He was worried about that.
Yeah, give him my best.
I wonder if I should get the driver's license soon. I'm the only one in my class who doesn't have a license at my age.
It's indeed more convenient to get one. I hear that even people with motion sickness are fine when driving alone.
I'm really bad at directions. I'm not confident driving a car.
Well, if you can usually get around by train or bus, you don't have to rush to get a driver's license. And you have a reliable husband.
That's true. Jason seems to like driving. Well, I'll think about the driver's license later. I'll see you next week.
Your mom and I will be waiting for you. See you soon. Mary? Where are you? It's already 5 p.m. You're coming today, right? Mary? You always let us know when you were about to get here. What's going on? Maybe you're sleeping in the car. Let us know when you are up, okay? Mom is worried about you too. I'll text Jason. Hi, Jason. I'm sorry to bother you while you're driving. Can you tell me where you are? Mary told us you guys will be here around noon. My wife and I were worried. I've tried calling her on the phone, but maybe she's sleeping? I'd appreciate it if you could reply soon. Hello, James. Hi, Jason. Thanks for your reply. Are you okay to drive? I'm not driving now. What's going on? I tried to contact Mary, but she has been waiting to reply for a long time. I thought something might be wrong. Huh? Isn't she there yet? What? I thought you guys were driving. Is she not with you? I just dropped her off at the airport. I'm not heading that way. Yes, she was flying there. She told me you couldn't get tickets. And you guys were driving down this time. Mary doesn't have a driver's license. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, I've got a business trip. I'll be using the car, so I asked her to go to by herself. Business trip? Didn't you have days off? Well, my company does these things. My boss would call me in whether it was my day off or not. I managed to get one seat for Mary. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Well, that can't be helped. I thought Mary had contacted you. I should have let you know too. No, you don't have to worry about it. It's possible that Mary just forgot to mention it. Her plane should have landed many hours ago, though. It's weird that I haven't heard from her. It's not like she could overslept. Maybe she took the wrong plane? No, that can't be right. There's no way she could have taken the wrong airplane. I know. I'll try to contact Mary. If you hear from her, let me know. If I hear from her first, I'll let you know too. Right, okay. Jason, I found out where Mary was. She was hit by a car in Charleston and was rushed to the hospital. She's at South Charleston Hospital. But why in Charleston? It's a long way from your house. It's in the other direction from my house too. Why was she hit by a car when she was supposed to fly from Jacksonville? Well, the details don't matter right now. I'm on my way to South Charleston Hospital. Please head to the hospital immediately.
Dad, I'm sorry I haven't been in touch with you. I got in an accident.
Mary! I was so surprised to get a call from the police.
I'm fine. I'm sorry for worrying you.
No, I'm just glad you're okay. It sounds like your life is not in danger.
Dad, you're on your way over here now, right?
Yes, I'm on the plane with your mom. We should be there in about 20 minutes. So just wait for us.
Thanks, Dad.
By the way, how's your injury?
I broke my leg. I have to stay in the hospital for a while.
Well...
The driver of the car called an ambulance right away. They're good people. So please don't raise your voice when you talk to them.
I understand. But I have some questions. Why are you in Charleston? Jason told me you were on a plane.
He left me.
He left you?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's a lie that I was on a plane. He was supposed to drive me there.
I know.
I'll tell you the details when you get to the hospital.
Okay.
Bye. Take care.
Jason? I haven't heard from you since then. Have you been able to get in touch with Mary? What? Yes. Sorry. I've been busy with work. I haven't heard from Mary at all. Where is she? Did you hear from her? You were lying. What is it all of a sudden? Where are you right now? I'm at the hotel on a business trip. Business trip? Don't lie. What? You're on a trip with someone. You put Mary in the car and pretended to head this way. But you went to Charleston, where you were supposed to meet up with a lady. Mary took some pills for motion sickness. She fell asleep right away. When you guys arrived to Charleston and dragged her out of the car, then you let your girlfriend sit on the passenger seat. You left Mary there and went on a trip with someone else. Wow, I didn't think you knew that much. I don't know where you got this information, but I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to work out. Do you admit what you did? Well, I had no choice. Mary got in the way, so I dumped her on the side of the road. I didn't think you would find this out so soon, though. She doesn't have any money with her. She's probably in trouble right now. What have you done to my daughter? I'll never forgive you. Huh? There's nothing you can do. I took away her wallet and phone. She can't call for help, nor can she stay in the hotel. I guess she'll have to camp out. Camp out? What are you talking about? Mary is with me right now. Huh? Why? How did you... Mary doesn't have a phone. She shouldn't be able to contact anyone. That's too bad. This was a real blessing, though. You took her old phone. Huh? She got a new phone just the other day. She kept the old one to transfer everything later. She decided to do that while she was with us. Her new phone was in her jacket pocket. You didn't take it away from her. Seriously? That's why no one contacted Mary's phone. She was not using this one. It's too late to find out now. Damn it! This isn't cool. Treat me with a phone that doesn't work. So, is she at your place now? No. She's at the hospital. What? Hospital? Didn't you see the message I sent? Huh? Take another look. Then we'll talk. I saw it. Was Mary hit by a car in Charleston? No wonder you guys find her so soon. She's in the hospital now. I wanted to buy some time while I'm on vacation. Do you care about your vacation more than your wife? You're such an annoying jerk. It can be helped. I found someone more important than Mary. To be honest, Mary was in the way. I was going to take a vacation with my girlfriend, but then she started talking about visiting you guys. Then why didn't you just let her go alone? Why did you take her to Charleston? I just wanted to play a prank on her. Mary has no sense of direction, right? If I left her there, she wouldn't be able to come home for a while. I thought I could enjoy a relaxing trip with my girlfriend. That's disgusting. You're a jerk. Yes. I'm sorry I'm such a jerk. You don't care, huh? Aren't you apologizing to Mary? No, I want her to apologize to me. Huh? It's her fault for carrying around an old phone. If she didn't, I wouldn't get in trouble with you. Well, I don't care what you say. You don't know where I am now anyway. What if I said I do? Huh? You're at Waterway Spa, about 10 miles from Charleston. What? The bag you took from Mary has a GPS. I guess you didn't notice. A GPS? She was always getting lost because she had no sense of direction. I used to make her wear a GPS in her bag whenever she went out alone. As an adult, I don't worry about her getting lost anymore. But she thought it's still a good idea to make sure she doesn't leave it behind. So she kept it. Besides, that spot is owned by my brother. Your brother? You and Mary were in the same dorm in college. You guys went there for a graduation trip, right? Do you remember who was the organizer of that trip? Mary? Yes. Seriously? So, I'm going to your room now. That's a bit... You can't come here now. My girlfriend will be surprised. I'm not the only one who's going there. What? Your father will be there too. My dad? How did you... I called him. He's even more angry than I am. I guess it's no wonder his son is such a jerk. Hey! Well, prepare yourself. Hey, look what you did. My dad took me back to my parents' house. I'm under his supervision now. I can't do anything I want anymore. Don't you realize what you've done? Mary is okay after all, right? I can't go on a vacation. I can't even go out to eat with her anymore. Are you two still dating? Isn't that bad? I'm breaking up with Mary. I can go out with anyone I want. I see. Then, are you ready to pay alimony? Yes, I'll pay. My girlfriend's family is rich. They'll pay for anything you say. Well, I think your girlfriend is Ashley, right? Do you know her? I heard you and Mary were also in the same dorm. That's right. I was after her to begin with. But she's beautiful and popular, so she always had a boyfriend. I thought Mary was not the best, but good enough. But recently, Ashley broke up with her boyfriend, and I finally got my chance. A chance to marry a beautiful woman whose family has a lot of money. I don't care if she's beautiful, but I heard she lied about her family. What? A lie? Her father is an executive at a big company, and her mother is a doctor. Her father works at the fast food restaurant, and her mother works part-time at the supermarket. That can't be true. Mary used to be in the same dorm, so she knows her well. I heard she was not popular among the girls. She was the kind of girl who would lie to get guys to like her. What? But she always wore expensive clothes, and all her belongings were brand name items. She must be from a wealthy family. She must be taking it pretty hard. Huh? Ask Ashley what she's doing now. I'm sure you'll agree. She works for... She said she's a receptionist for a big company. Are you saying that's a lie too? Yep. Then what does she do? Well, I'm a little afraid to put it into words. I heard she's so much in debt that she has to do that kind of work. Debt? You'll have to pay by yourself. Wait a minute. I don't have that kind of money. Did you spend all the money to look cool for her? Does that mean your wallet and savings are empty? Yes. Please forgive me. I apologize for leaving Mary behind. Apologizing to me won't help. I will apologize to Mary. I'll go to the hospital to visit her. It's too late for you to change your attitude now. I already know who you really are. I don't think Mary will ever forgive you. Please! Our lawyer will contact you soon. James! Well then, goodbye. Mary was left in a Charleston, and she was hit by a car. She was discharged from the hospital 1 month later. While in the hospital, with the help of her lawyer, she was able to proceed with the divorce. I found out later that Jason went to see Mary. There's another thing I found out. It was Ashley's idea to leave Mary in Charleston. She had been seeing Mary as a rival since their college days, and she wanted to steal Jason for a long time. She even planned to leave him behind. Jason and Ashley ended up breaking up. Mary demanded a reasonable amount of compensation from both of them. Ashley did not think deeply about her plan. She was surprised that she was charged so much money. She accepted the lump sum alimony payment, and she has been very busy with more work. Jason's boss found out about his misdeed, and he resigned from his job. After that, his father threw him into a company run by a relative. He also worked several part-time jobs every day to pay off his debts. As for Mary, she has recovered from her injuries and has been able to return to work. My wife and I are thinking of going on a trip to a resort hotel with Mary during our upcoming vacation.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.